Hi, good morning, and welcome to Rev Sports. This is Ishan along with Sneha and Bharat. It's the final day of play for the Duleep Trophy. It's the second round of games. A great game that we witnessed. We've seen some great hundreds, some good bowling performances. Overall, I think both these games have given us a lot to watch out for. Some good talent coming through the roof as well. We've got Bharat and Sneha, like I mentioned, to discuss this further. We'll talk about India C versus India B first game, guys. India B still trailed by 216 runs. Obviously, this game seems like it's going to head towards a draw at the moment. I mean, it seems like a dead end game. I think it's been pushed too far ahead. And maybe I'm guessing we can't expect a result out of this game. But Sneha, let me ask you that innings by Iswaran, 140, 143 not out, still batting, complete class. We don't speak about someone like him so often, but so good to see him get so many runs here. It's great. Your thoughts on him and tell us about this game. I think it's going to end up being a draw.
Yes, absolutely. First, Abhinandan Ishwaran, I think he's a very good batter based on the technique, and we have seen him doing, scoring this type of hundred in domestic crickets for the last 2 3 years, and even he has been with the team India squad in several series. Yeah, he hasn't got any chance so far to make any debut for Team India, but still he has been with the squad in several series. But the batter he is with the quality and with the technique, I think I think this inning shows again that what qualities he can bring to your lineup. But
Yeah.
this time as a leader also, I think we mentioned in previous lives also that when you are batting, when you are coming to bat after conceding 525 runs, you have to give a solid start as an opener. But being an opener and being a leader also of the side, I think it was a exemplary innings from him. And but the unfortunate thing was that he didn't get any support from others. I think the Jagadishan partnership was a little bit good, but after Jagadishan's wicket, nobody managed to put up a good partnership with him, and that's why they were trailing by so many runs right now. But I think about the result of this match, I think it is going to be a draw because this is only the first innings of of this team, and you don't expect anything on the last day. So I think it is definitely going to be a draw. But India B might look to to decrease the the trail
Yeah.
run because
Yeah,
the
fair
more you
points.
yes, I think that should be their minimum motivation right now, that at least we should try to score as quick as many as possible to decrease that trail before going to bowl in the second innings.
Fair points, Neshish. And you're right about the partner part. I think, if we had someone to step up with him along, like the same way Jagdishan did, I think the whole scenario would have been different. We spoke about Mushir so much, we spoke about Surfraz, we also spoke about Rinku Singh. So they had three batters who could have actually, taken on the bowlers, scored those runs freely, and maybe this game could have gotten more interesting. But unfortunately, all three were dismissed fairly early on in that innings. That Bharat, Anshu Kamboj is the reason why we've spoken about him yesterday as well, but we have to mention him once again. 5 wickets. Do you think he can go on and get a few more, maybe a couple more, make it a 7 wicket haul? I think that would be spectacular.
Yeah, I think his greatest strength is he makes the batsman play. Even if you look at his Vijay Hazare Trophy performances, the first ball is making the batsman play. I think that is why he's taken a five. It surprises me that it is
Yeah.
his first five in first class cricket, because this bowler is made for Test cricket. If you ask me, our longest format is made for longest format. If we had taken a couple more fifers, I'm not joking. I'm not trying to, what can I say, hurry things up or uh, uh, jumping on the bandwagon. But if you had taken another couple of fifers in domestic cricket, I would have taken him to Australia, because it's made for longest format. He'll make the batsman play. So when you do that, you are going to take a lot of wickets. Hits the seam. He's one of those old school seam bowlers. So yeah, it would be interesting to see. And these two guys, Vijay Kumar Vaishak, also has given him support, and they're bowling with one of their bowlers, Sandeep Warrier, is injured, so they had to bowl long spells. So one has to remember that. So you have to give it to India's bowlers, especially their two main
Yeah.
seamers, Vaishak as support and Kamboj leading the attack. They've really kept it tight and not given away runs at all, alongside taking
Definitely.
wickets.
Definitely. Sneha, there's a saying that you're only as good as your last innings. Mushir obviously scored that 180 spectacular innings, and maybe we might be a little too hard, but then it's 0 and 1. Obviously, early days. after that 180, we would expected him to score some more runs. It's only been two innings after that, so let's not be too harsh on him. But it might start playing. He's aware that 0-1, he's not even reached the double figures after that 180. He might be feeling the pressure going into his next few games. Your thoughts on this, Mushfiq Khan, or is it just maybe a lapse of concentration, or just an unfortunate, batting scenario that happened, and he will get runs once again?
See, after that 1-8, you cannot expect him to score 100 in every innings. That's for sure. But you cannot expect that from any player. But at least after 180, one failure is enough. But at least you want in a fresh match. It was a fresh match. At least you want him to score a 50 or 60 runs. Because the form he was in, the team was expecting him to to continue
Yeah.
that. And as a team, every team will have wanted that this player is in form for me. So I can trust him and he can give me at least 60, 80 runs at any cost. But I think
Yes.
this is where, young players need to work out the consistency. I think this is the exactly point that we discussed after the first match when many of our followers come and commented that Mushir Khan should get a chance in the Bangladesh series or maybe
Yeah.
going forward in the New Zealand series. And then I think we all three mentioned that this is too early because you have to see whether this youngster capable of doing it consistently or not. One innings cannot decide that you are enough to play for Team India on the biggest
Absolutely.
stage against top bowlers. Okay, it's a home series, it's against Bangladesh, New Zealand, whatever, but still, it's a test series where you will be tested throughout the 5 days against top bowlers, against top skippers, everything. So I think consistency is an area that everyone needs to work on, like Mushir Khan, like Riyan Parag, we have discussed yesterday also. I think if you don't become consistent, then you will struggle to get a chance in Team India because all the players that get chance in Team India just because they have consistently make runs in the domestic cricket or any format of the game, and that's why selectors are bound to take him in the team.
Yeah.
And the fans also are bound to keep their voice raised up in the social media that this player should get a place because that because whether you tell that outside noise doesn't make an impact, it makes an impact. I think and for that, as a player, you have to score runs to prove yourself and to make selectors bound that you have to keep me in the team. So I think for Mushir Khan, I know it's an early career. We are not criticizing it because he scored a brilliant 180, but still, as a fan, we will like to see any player who are scoring 150, 180 runs to score at least 50, 60 runs in a consistent rate. That will give a trust to a fan or to a team that these players are ready for bigger occasions.
I couldn't agree more, Sneashish. I think he's gotten that 180, and after that, it's all about kicking on because we all know the competition that there is as well, and we all know the talent that he possesses. So it's only fair that we see him use most of the talent that he has. So I think Bushi will get better. I think he's already gotten much better, and with his age, I think tremendous amount of experience. So I think he'll do great, but just getting more runs on a consistent basis so people don't forget you too soon because people also have a habit where they'll forget. Even that 180 at times can be forgotten if you have a string of failures. So wishing Mushi the best, and hopefully he can go on and get those hundreds once again. We'll talk about India A versus uh, India D. India D trails by they need 426 runs to win in 71 overs today. This is looking India A's match. A couple of wickets here on a fourth day wicket. I think India D might collapse, but at the same time, they build a partnership. You never know. I mean, you can't ever write off anything here, but India A definitely on the driver's seat. Bharat, let's talk about this game. What are you expecting?
Yeah, either India should win or if in case it
India
goes to
D has a chance, an outside
yeah.
chance whatsoever.
So I don't think so. I don't think they have a chance here. But yeah, either India win or if they want to, they can draw this match India D
Yeah,
because the track is not doing a lot. It's doing just enough on the final and on third day when these two bowlers, Krishna and Khalil Ahmad, were bowling the first spells. It was keeping low. A few deliveries had started to keep low, but that is something that you expect with the third day's track late on the third day or early on the fourth day in India. So that is normal. So India D still have a chance of maybe trying to bat out, but obviously they need partnerships for that. If they get some partnerships, that they can maybe look to bat out the day's play and hope for a
yeah,
draw. Obviously, they need someone like Shai to step up. They need
yeah.
Shai to step up because he's not been performing for them after the first innings. He has not performed first innings of the first match, and they also need Devdutt Padikkal to put on another good show. Not just
Sure.
70s or 80s, but maybe they need 100 from him. And yeah, early on, yes, Dubey has not looked good. Honestly, it's not looked good in either innings, but he's still there at the crease. This opener, yes, Dubey from Madhya Pradesh. So maybe
Sure.
he
Yeah.
can play long innings. So they need all these players to really step up.
Sure. Snehashish, Yash Dubey, Ricky Bahu at the moment batting at the wicket. Shreyas Iyer to follow, Partigal to follow. There is some batting. Sanju Samson. What if Shreyas Iyer comes in and just decides, I've had enough. I've had enough. I need to score some runs with the glasses and starts playing cricket that we have seen in the T20 format or starts playing cricket from what we know Shreyas Iyer. What if that happens? Then will be
I,
one of those matches which will always be remembered, I feel. But highly unlikely. 426 chasing that
yes,
down is it's
yes,
I think been done. It's been done. Like teams have chased not excess of 350, 400 on the last day, but I think those games are very, very rare. We don't see that too
yes.
often. But if that happens today, it's going to be something else. But unlikely in your eyes at the moment, right, Sunyashish?
Yes, absolutely. I think the game that you mentioned that it has been chased down for 350 plus or 400. That is a total you are chasing 350 plus or
Yeah.
400. But here you are already trailing 430 runs, 420, 30 runs. So a win is not possible from here in any case. I think as Bharat said that it's only India are very much in driving position, and India D might get a draw if they batted very very well. And for that Sanju Samson, Shreyas Iyer needs to step up their game. Devdutt Padikkal has been very good. The first innings that he played
Mm.
in the first match, he failed. But after that, the second innings with Shreyas Iyer, he scored those important 50, 60 runs. And then in this match, first innings he was good. I think he will score again in this second innings also. I think he will be key also. But apart from him, I think Shreyas Iyer and Sanju Samson will be key players. And for Shreyas Iyer, I just wish that even he comes with when batting even when he comes to bat with those glasses on, at least he scores runs. I was
Yeah.
shocked when I
Was
was
that the
shocked
first
to
time you
see.
saw someone?
Yes,
Was that the
I,
first time you saw someone bat with glasses?
I never seen anyone before that before the 2 days ago. I was very shocked to see him like that, but it was very stylish. But that didn't reflect on his batting. It was zero. So I think
Because
he
I'm
needs
guessing
to.
it must be quite difficult. I mean, wearing that, it's dark, and
Yes,
you're pacing
yes,
140.
yes.
Bharat, have you seen someone? Have you?
Maybe in some exhibition game or something, I might have seen it. Something else I saw. I remember this was Asia 11 versus slightly
Mm,
digressing from the topic, but something else I saw. It was Asia 11 versus World 11 in early 2000, and Wasim Akram was bowling to Markwa. First ball he bowled. It was with a first he bowled to Neil Johnson, then to Markwa. He bowled both those deliveries with a plastic ball, and really surprised both of them that they were looking for the leather ball and it's coming out so slowly. So yeah, these
uh,
kind of interesting things might happen in exhibition games. Someone might have
yeah.
Yes.
But
overlooked, but
I think I'm still confident to see Shreyas Iyer come out with glasses today as well. I won't be surprised. Let's see. And if we score some runs, then that'll be even better. That'll be good to watch. Bharat, before we end the show, any final thoughts on both these games? And give us your summary. I'll ask the same to Sneha as well.
yeah, I expected that India would be fancying their chances. It can still go for a draw, but for that India D, someone in the India D has to score 100. I think not 50, 60s, 80s. Someone needs to perhaps score 100. Maybe it's just to be, I don't know. But though he's a guy who can play for long innings, he's not looked good till now against good pace bowling, but he's still there. And then obviously a couple of more batters, Shreyas, Padikkal, and all this. Samson, this is another chance for him to get some runs. Yeah,
Yeah.
India is still are on top. They have good pace attack, and they have a couple of they have also decent spinners to follow. So they will be fancying their chances. And given that youngster Akib
Mm.
is getting the ball to move around both ways, so the other one India B and India C, as we have already noted, India B. I think the best they can do, yeah, from here is a drawn game. That looks like the likely result unless. India big collapse, lose 3 wickets or 5 runs in the first 3 overs, 4 overs itself, and Then India
Yeah.
see think, yeah, we can do this, something crazy we can do, and maybe in 50 overs get some 45 overs, get some 200 runs, and get a lead of 400 and
Yeah.
try to bowl the opponent. Today it's happened once or twice. Once I saw, I think England were playing Sri Lanka at Cardiff, I guess, in 2011. It was a rain-driven game, and maybe only 40 overs were left or something like that, 35, 40 overs, and England had lost Anderson to an injury, hamstring injury, so no one expected a win. I also slept off. What kind of test match is this? The next day, I'm seeing England have won, Sri Lanka collapse for 70 all out. Okay, Chris
Anything is
Tremlett,
possible at the end of
Chris
the day.
Tremlett
Anything
and
is
Stuart.
possible.
These two tall boys, Chris Tremlett and Stuart Broad,
Yeah.
took up these wickets. So who knows? Maybe under
Who
pressure,
knows?
something crazy might happen.
Unlikely, but who knows? Yep, absolutely. Thanks for that, Bharat. Snehashish, your last thoughts.
Yes, I think the India B and C game, I think it is going to be a draw, absolutely. But for this game, as I said, that India, yeah, A are much ahead. But for India D, I think fast session will be very crucial, as we all know that the bowlers might get some movement on the fast session. But still, I think Yas Dube is in ultra defensive mode. I think he needs to attack a little bit more. I think only being an ultra defensive that will not make him survive. But the all eyes for me personally, I will keep my all eyes on Sanju Samson. One opportunity was wasted in the first innings. I think this is a great opportunity for him to score some runs before going to the third match. I think he needs to score because we all know how good player Sanju Samson is, and we want him. We all want him to score runs in any format of the game. So let's see how he
Absolutely.
does. But India are much ahead in this game.
Let's see. Let's
So
see.
let's
Thank
get a
you.
point to it. But yes, to that's his style even while playing for Madhya Pradesh. I guess Chandrakant Pandit or someone told him to play that way. From
Okay,
whatever
okay.
little I remember, and obviously he plays in this fashion, and Mr. Rajat Patidar is the one who comes and scores a lot of runs. So
Smashes
they
the ball. Yeah.
usually have a good partnership when these two bat, but yes, to be style is to play
Ultra
long.
defensive.
Interesting.
Yeah,
India. Okay,
Interesting
okay.
that. Yeah. I think two different batting styles, and you're right. He is on an ultra defensive batting mode. He's 17 to 16, but I'm sure he'll score some run now. Let's go. Let's see what happens. On that note, thank you both for joining. Thank you for everyone who joined as well. We'll catch you at the end of day's play. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and have a great day. Thank you.